Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And it's your girl, April Jones. I'm in the building. What's up?
That's right, DJ Damage. Let's get this show started.
Yo, and Tammy Rivera is back with her amazing husband, Waka Flocka.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
So the last time I was in the A, I interviewed you.
Yeah.
And Waka waited outside for what felt like 2 or 3 hours.
It was a long interview.
Okay, so now you guys are both back here in LA promoting Marriage Boot Camp. So how are we today? Because with boot camp, sometimes things are good, sometimes things are not good. Everything good today?
Everything is always good, even when it's bad.
You know, she just tried me in the car, but it's all right.
Yeah, you got on my nerves too, so.
Okay.
Tammy don't know how to play and crack jokes. But.
No, he's just too
hard,
sensitive, but he wants to. He's the type of person that can crack a joke, but when somebody joke him, he get all serious. Like,
Bruh,
get
we
over
crack
it.
Jokes.
Well, don't crack a joke with me because
She
I'm gonna get on your
turns to
ass.
comic view,
Everything gets serious. Ain't nothing off
Look, I
bars.
understand.
Don't hear everybody laughing at me.
I'm going
You
in
could
on the
laugh.
kid for the kill.
So if there's any question whether on Marriage Boot Camp, this is a prelude to that.
Obviously, it ain't work for us.
I love this dynamic.
So one thing that I loved about the interview, well, first of all, I loved everything about the interview with you. And everybody know I love Tammy. They think I'm biased because she came out unscathed. But I mean, she's very transparent. When you live with your shit out there,
Right.
I mean, what can people do?
Right, exactly.
But no, one thing that I loved about our interview the last time when I asked about when you knew you fell in love with Waka was when you picked him up from the airport and you threw your strap to him and then he had a weapon in your neighborhood.
What?
Hold on, what?
You missed that part.
You what? Yeah, I told you.
I mean, she said she had to make sure her man was safe.
That's right.
You don't remember?
So now you have to apologize for everything in the car.
Like, hold up.
Exactly. 'Cause I ain't.
Man, I told her she need to have one.
You told me I need to have one. What?
Square that.
No, you did not. Stop lying.
Now you want all the credit.
I'm just. It ain't that deep. He just asked me. I told him about the situation. No, don't get soft now.
This is hilarious.
Okay, so let's talk. You both are returning to Love and Hip Hop, right? Mm-hmm. So how is that going?
He's so irky, yo. We're not returning to Love and Hip Hop.
You're not?
No, who said that?
I was trying to bait you into telling me you
I'm
were.
like, I'm not paying you no attention because he's getting my damn nerves on the
Shout
low.
out to Mona.
Yeah, but no, definitely not going back to Love and Hip Hop.
Why?
I mean, there's no.
Because it's growth. It's like, it's
Yeah, it's just
hey, you finish elementary school and now you're in middle school and you going to high school, but you go back to elementary school.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
It's a gradual-
it was a great experience, and it's like now it's time to move on to different endeavors in life and different, things. It's nothing. I love Mona and them, and I definitely appreciate the platform, but it's like, okay, it's time to move on.
But the fans are going to miss
get
you
that.
because, I mean, it's good to see a real relationship
Yeah.
go through real ups and downs on the show because a lot of some of that other stuff is questionable.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, they'll still see us. There's other things we're working on.
So go ahead.
No, Waka, you been in the industry for so long before, Tammy, we got to see her on the screen. You have more of a thicker skin, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like when you started seeing that criticism of your girl, her putting herself out there, you being a man being protected?
I'm not even lying. I don't care. Tammy
don't care?
will tell you, bro, it don't bother me. It's not a man on earth. It's not a woman on earth.
What don't bother you?
No, it just.
What was the question?
No, I'm just saying, when
That's how petty. She's just petty.
I live for.
understand.
But they got a good dynamic right here.
I live for every moment of the pettiness.
Oh,
Good
God.
fight.
What? She's petty.
Oh, really? I'm petty.
Like, she's that cousin. I keep telling this story. Bro. She's that cousin. You borrowing her shirt. She in the party like, you really got my shirt on?
No, I do not. I would not ever do that. I do that to him because he'll try to bring up something, and I'm gonna bring up something too. Like,
So I'm like, you got my socks on? I'm like, why you got these big ass socks?
That's a part of a relationship, though.
like.
But what was your question?
No, I was saying, Waka's been in the industry for so long, and I'm sure he's dealt with a lot of criticism, but when you have somebody you love and you want to protect that goes into the industry, I was saying, how did he react to those first initial, people coming at you, people commenting and things, but he said he didn't care.
No, he don't care. As long as they ain't talk about him, he don't care.
You know what her problem is? I'm just.
Are we
her
not
problem, how
about
petty she is. But only thing I got a problem with is men. Like when a man question her, like, so how do you feel? Like, yo, homie, shut up.
Yeah.
But it was probably like that once or twice. Like, other than, it's some female shit. Like, that's really female shit.
Right.
Like, social media is some female shit. Like, people like, yo, bro, you just seen what was on Shade Room with it? I'm like, no. Nigga. Like, I guess I'm not acting like I'm old, but I'm from like an older generation.
No, that's true.
So checking my phone for everything, like, I ain't gonna care. Tammy put me on everything. Like, she she should be fucking TMZ or on Dash Radio. Like she know. Whoever all her girls is, they know. I'm telling you, they know. They know exactly what happened, how it happened. I'm like, these niggas the FBI.
I make a coin off of social media, so I'm always on there.
Well, look, I just did a video.
Females though.
I just did a video.
Soap opera.
I just did a video yesterday where I was saying I don't understand how people who don't know people go to their pages and leave whatever reckless comment
That I don't
they-
understand. Like it's just like, what do you just wake up and say?
Game.
I'm gonna
Like, for real.
evil
Everybody look
today.
be real in here. You can just be scrolling like, oh, that shit look funny.
Yeah.
Like that's how it
Yeah.
is. Like some people look at it too deep. To me, it's not that deep.
It's not.
It's just not.
I will say everybody's human. Things do hurt if you read too much into it. They can hurt your feelings.
Right.
People can get bullied on social media. Like how you go and look at it. Sometimes social media can make you laugh when you're feeling down. It also can bring you lower when you're already feeling down. So it's kind of like.
So both of you have been very public with the ups and downs of your relationships. I think the last time we talked, you mentioned that because we had brought up Waka's alleged cheating, and you said you cheated too, but it was emotional.
Yeah.
How do you guys deal with your relationship in the public eye when you're privately trying to fix things or address things, but then people are telling you all their opinions?
Smoke a blunt.
I mean, for me, it's like he the one that had he had it. I'm gonna say had. I'm not say have had because you have grown a lot. He had it the worst because when he was trying to fix stuff, it's like, you know, and they say like when what's done in the dark come to light. It's like once he got in trouble for one thing, everything started coming to the light, and he's like, that was a long time ago. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, like it is what it is. Like we're just in such a different space. Like we've grown so much, like
Half the shit I don't
mentally,
believe.
you know.
I don't even remember. I'm like,
You
yo,
really
you don't remember
don't.
your son? I'm like, you're lying.
But what
I'll take a lot to take this
No,
right
he
now. I know
really
that.
don't. Like, and I think it's
I don't
because,
even remember it.
like, even back when we were younger, and he's, you know, his career, and you know, they high all the time, they drinking all the time.
On marijuana.
Yeah, whatever
We
you are.
definitely need to put a disc. Y'all in Hollywood now. High in Hollywood is
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
some other
level.
shit.
yeah, but you know, like some of the things like that we went through when we were younger, and I'd be like, you don't remember you did this to me? And he'd be like, I did that, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, is you crazy?
Yeah, let me take you out. I'm sorry.
But you know, so let me ask you. So recently, you know, Cardi and Offset have had a very public thing, and I think what I loved about Waka, I told you in our last interview, was he really was fighting for you.
He was.
I mean,
Right.
you know, and I remember when Offset and I were texting, you know, and he was uncomfortable with having to embarrass himself, but then finally, eventually put himself out there.
I mean, all the times he embarrassed her. I mean, it's only fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it
Right.
in no shady way. I mean, as a woman, I've been through it and I know how it is. So, like I told him at the end of the day,
But it takes a lot of courage from a man, especially in the hip hop.
why it don't
community.
take a lot of courage for a woman?
Does
I
it?
was like-
But I mean, for a man in
Waka
the hip
does
hop
it?
community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, you guys-
bowing down is hard.
You guys got married very young, right?
Well, we weren't that young.
Like in early 20s, but like, would you guys have changed anything being?
Shit, we damn near was married when we
Yeah.
kicked it. We kicked it like we was married.
I
But
mean,
I'm just
yeah,
saying, 'cause
we
you know, when
did.
people say, "Oh, don't get married
Day
too
one.
early," you know, wait until like your 30s, 40s. Like, would you guys have changed anything at the time that you guys got married, or do you guys?
I mean,
No,
I
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't. No.
I mean, I'm still with him, so I
Right.
can't say that I would have changed it.
Right.
Yeah.
But when we got married, for him, it didn't change a damn thing. He was still doing that he wanted to do. So it didn't make a damn difference if we were married or not.
Right.
But
So
I didn't know what the difference between being married and not. Everybody around me is not married.
True.
Every
Right.
man I
Yeah.
see married had another woman. Or I'm just not making any excuse. I'm like, shit, nigga,
It's
you get away with
experience.
it. Hey,
Right.
No, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But then when you get into your spouse and you really become friends with her, like I was never a friend with my wife, ever. I'm like, I can't be friends with her. She don't be doing
Right.
shit. And I started figuring out, like, yo, she funny as hell.
right.
Yo, bro, it's like she actually could. She's just funny as fuck. Like Tammy just
But
know
it's
how
a-
to do it. Like I swear to God, I could tell. I was like, hey baby, I want to get it like this, and then she'd do it her way, but it was better. And I'm like,
That's
fuck.
dope.
I used to couldn't admit that, but now I'm like, damn, do it again.
So-
Like,
so-
she's doing it so much, she mad.
So back to what I was at. So when times got rough and you had to put yourself out there and basically beg and plead for her to come back, was that hard to do?
Man, hell no. What they gonna say? I'm going to everybody's mouth. Boy, you lying. I swear that's how I felt for mine. So I
Yeah.
don't know about how you feel.
Right.
To me, that ain't love. You can't be in love if you think about being embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Putting your pride aside.
What pride? Pride. What is pride when you're in love?
It's true.
What is pride for me? I guess it was me because I don't think another woman would have think I'm a good man or I got this kind of side. I think she realized that, and the fact that she respected it and they cared for it and wanted to hold it. I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't finna find that no more. Come here.
Y'all
That's
clearly had a
dope,
lot of
man.
growth together, and a lot of people I think
dope.
admire what y'all have and want what you have. What are some things you think people should have, keep their eye out for before they take that step into marriage? Because y'all started very young.
Cut the sex down, man.
Whoa.
Cut the sex down.
What, are you saying that?
Huh? I ain't gonna lie. The fact that Tammy's put me on like a pussy punishment.
What? Wait, what you doing, Tammy?
but not like-
what you doing?
But Tammy did say in our interview, she made him wait. It wasn't like first night hookup. She made him wait.
Nah, but check this out. I'm gonna tell you something.
As you should.
As a man coming from my community, to me, when your girl mad, the best thing you could do for her is get her something and give her some good thing.
That is not true.
I'm just
Hold
being
on.
real. You think sex
Objection.
make everything right? It don't do shit. It's like a blunt. It just keep you high for a couple of minutes. Boom, you back like
But
nigga.
buying stuff don't make it right either.
It sure the hell
Well,
don't, girl.
but that's the only thing that you know how to do until you start realizing that's a friend. When you start realizing she a friend, sex don't mean shit. You could hang out, talk, get
Well,
drunk,
yeah.
smoke hookahs, laugh, all kind of shit. Like we do. Yo, I'm telling y'all, the best talk for me with my wife is before we go to bed.
We be high as hell.
So
Will we be smoking in the room in a minute?
Say smoking. I'm telling you, baby, the words
Okay,
go far.
look, where we from? We high. We smoking weed. I don't know what they getting high off over here.
I think he said something big because he said, I learned that she was my friend. I feel like a lot of
Right.
people go into their relationships and they're not finding that friendship. They're trying to keep things separate. Like I got my homies
Still
and
on
then
the
I got my
stand
girl.
for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait, so did you guys talk about pussy punishment in marriage boot camp? Like, was that one of the courses to get through?
marriage boot camp.
No, pussy punishment. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's not. I don't really be like, oh, you're on pussy restriction. No, it's not like that. It's,
Man, yes, she do.
No, I do
I'm
not.
telling you, I'm telling you. See, I'm spontaneous. Tammy, she like, I gotta take a shower. I'm like, just say no.
All girls do that though.
Yeah,
we got inside
not trying to
parts.
be smart.
This
Like,
shower.
Not
man.
all girls wash their pussy before they
Nah,
get
yeah.
well,
well,
I don't know
I
what type of
do.
woman. I'm just saying, men that come outside from playing basketball, be like, let me get in that pussy. Like,
Let me
no,
cut the
it's
gas
like,
on.
don't wash
Let me cut
your
the camera on.
body.
Dim the
Right.
lights. Play Sade, man. Fuck
But they don't
Sade, man.
care.
I'm fast.
They don't care. And then, you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
isn't that the spontaneity that keeps hope alive in a
I
relationship?
mean, we have our times we do spontaneous stuff. I just don't want to get no BV or no yeast
Girl,
infection.
and that's
You
a
feel
real
me? It's
thing.
real life.
I
So
was
when you
just
go
not talking
play
about yeast
ball
infection.
and you come back with some
My
sweaty
God,
balls, you know what I'm saying?
listen.
And you want to have
That-
sex and then all that sweat and bacteria
on the
goes into
last
me.
show.
That's nasty.
April opened up about a
Yes, please go ahead.
yeast infection, I guess that Omarion gave her, but it was we opened on this show.
No, that was because we were talking about circumcision, and I was saying that he was the only guy
Hey,
that I
yo,
messed
yo,
with that was not
yeah.
circumcised. But when you're not circumcised, it's bacteria. It
Yeah.
made me have yeast infections. It did, yeah.
So just throw the whole love and
Yeah, I know.
basketball scene out.
Yeah, that's TV shit. Real life, you gonna go to that, you gonna have a BV.
But what's the difference between growing together and then staying in something that's toxic, in your opinion?
Man, it's something that's toxic.
Like y'all grew together, right? I know there's probably faults on both sides, and then there's people that staying in toxic relationships for way too long.
I would say for me personally, there was a time where my relationship was toxic for me. And I had to get out of it in order for me to grow as a woman and be where I'm at today.
Me too.
You was the fucking toxic. Stop playing with me for real on this show.
Wait, Tammy, you were toxic too. What happened?
No, I wasn't no damn toxic. He was the toxic one. No, so it got to a point whereas I allowed so much and we went through so much and he was just doing, and I don't even think that it was things that he even could control.
It's her mind.
Yeah, but that's the dynamic of a
Come on now,
relationship.
we talking real
you know?
now. And I think when you're with someone who's used to living a certain lifestyle, they're used to doing certain things, and he was in between, like, okay, he knew he loved me, he knew he wanted to be with me, but he didn't know how to. You get what I'm saying?
I was
And
I
knew
was a wifeless king. I'm sorry.
what?
I was a wifeless king.
What are you talking about right
He
now?
said-
I was just
So.
used to everybody. I was just used to everybody catering and kissing.
Okay,
Until Tammy
right.
came, Tammy just like,
It's like,
Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't kiss as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it got to a point. What the fuck is a hum for?
you like salad? Nah, just
You better stop fucking playing with me on TV.
Wait, speaking of
I'm not playing with you.
Wait, speaking of salad, wait.
Stop playing with these people for real.
No, because we had Tank here who said he liked his salad toss, and I
Nah,
don't-
not me.
Oh, we
I'm
talking about a
just
different
joking.
salad.
Nah, we talking about
you
arugula
like salad
salad.
toss?
Arugula.
No,
Oh, you like it?
we got a real gangster in the building. I got to behave. But look, you did.
Don't play with me, nigga.
Wait, did you hit him with a paddle or a ladle or something on the?
A bamboo stick.
Okay, but what was it? Was that just like a love tap or?
Taking pride in this shit?
I didn't say no. He brought it up. It was a few objects. Well, you the one said it on Marriage Boot Camp, so it wasn't
You hit
me.
me with a lot of shit.
And you told them people I put the gun on you. Why would you get on TV and say that? I don't remember that part.
A knife?
I don't remember that either. But
Wait,
anywho,
you're pulling pistols out? What is going on?
Hell yeah, bro.
that's why I said it was a time when my relationship was toxic and I had to get out.
This is why when I stop in the A, I film wilding out. I go to my hotel. Because everybody packs pistols in the Atlanta.
Yeah,
Gun laws is dope.
Yeah, you got
It's
to.
too much. The last time we did the interview, T.S. Madison had a pistol in her bra.
Yeah, I had one in my purse.
Damn.
That's too much.
That's not too much, though. Man, we live in a weird
It's, I mean, you got to be protected at all times.
I agree.
Nah, see, I
Speaking
can't
of
let that
protection, when is it okay in a relationship to stop using protection?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's in our community, we got to wear it all the time. Where we just start dropping.
I think
know.
after 3
That's
months,
just
it's kind of
always.
like, depending on how you
Always.
with
You don't want
somebody,
no
I think
kids?
ain't nobody still.
Hey man, you ain't trying no babies. Keep it on. Pull out, even with the rubber on, so you don't get no mistakes.
That's right.
I'm telling you, right now, don't believe the hype. If you want to know who a rawness feel like, put KY jelly on that man. Put the condom on, then put KY jelly on the condom. Period. Don't play.
I had a friend the other day. I said he was in Miami. I said this on the show. I said, make sure you're wearing a condom. He said, what are those? I said,
no.
Oh my God.
no.
None of this trifling. I think if you in a relationship where you've been dealing with somebody for like 3 months straight and y'all kind of hanging out, after 3 months, you should be okay. I don't know.
Only if he says he's not messing with someone else.
I mean, if you're in a real relationship, like dealing with someone,
right.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'm not saying like y'all just, hanging
dating.
out,
Right.
dating.
Yeah.
Well, nigga, you can tell you know what's up.
Wait, so are you two married? You two are married?
Yeah, we actually our 5-year anniversary is next week, January 19th, 21st.
Congrats.
So going back to the Cardi thing, she was saying it's easy for people to say boyfriend and girlfriend should break up in infidelity, but when it comes to a marriage,
Yeah, it's
you
different.
actually need to fight for your marriage, or you need there's more to think about.
You splitting your life in half.
Yeah,
you
you're
gotta literally
splitting
cut the car in
everything.
half, cut the house in half.
Well, why do you think
Cut your heart in
why do
half.
you think it's so easy for people on the outside to look at relationships and say, yeah, I would have left that nigga when you would have never even got a nigga like that?
Oh, preach! We preaching today.
I tell Tammy all the time. I always be saying girls like that nigga ain't shit. You get something better. I'm like,
I'm gonna
all
say
due
this.
respect, sweetheart, but you go come
everybody
try
would.
this shit out when she leave.
Yeah.
So stop that playing.
I'm gonna say I know my husband, so I know when he's lying. I know when he's telling the truth. I know when there's deception.
See.
It's weird because
Right.
you when you with someone for so long, you know them. It's to the point when I say things, he be like,
Why you trying to catch that female connection? Like,
I'm just saying.
you know, right?
Hey.
I'm just saying, like, so there's certain things that even he won't admit, he admitted later, and I'll be like, he'll be like, he'll go against me because I'll be
Right.
right. And he'll be like, I was so mad because you was fucking right, and I didn't want to admit that you was right. But you know what I'm saying? It's just, I know you so
be
well.
right,
You get what I'm
on point.
saying?
Right.
And this is my man.
She
at the
talking
end
to
of
a
the day,
psychic.
so.
Somebody like,
I'm not
right
talking-
now he's walking left. Somebody telling her something, man.
It's just, when I just know him. I know him more than he knows himself. So.
Okay,
True.
so speaking of forgiveness, Waka, you've had a very public fight with Gucci. I mean, you guys used to be boys.
Man, that wasn't public. That's the internet dipping and dabbling and running with stories and
speculating.
making hashtags and.
But there was the whole social media thing, and then you was like, fuck, suck a dick, whatever. But now
Yeah, that nigga went crazy on Twitter. Why people acting like they ain't see what he did? I'm in Europe making money. I've been going for 6 months. This supposed to be my best friend, nigga. You on Twitter going crazy?
But now
I come home, you go to jail, then come back and it's fucking kumbaya. Hell no, nigga. You know where we from? Put them hands up. We ain't gotta put no guns.
So you
up
just
there.
wanted a fair one.
Nah, I don't. It's over, man.
I mean, I'm talking about back then.
Oh yeah.
You just wanted
We
to
was
hash
been
it out.
friends. Like, nigga, let's fight. Bro.
Right.
We roll in the dirt.
Because
Right.
I
I
did
like,
hear
I
y'all
ain't
used
rolling
to-
in the dirt. Walk, fuck that. Let the internet say he wrong.
Right, so then,
That's
but
what it
that's what I
is.
was going to get to. So you guys have publicly squashed all of that.
Honestly, I'm trying to bring no negativity to it. I did that for me.
Yeah.
I ain't do that for me and Goose to be friends. And bro, we friends as kids. We men. Both of us married. We happy. Like, why folks gotta see it? It's just, we good. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but that was for me, bro. Cause I did not want to bring that energy into this. You see what I'm saying? My daughter, my wife. It's just, that shit,
That's
like
part
you
of
said, it's
part of
toxic.
evolving. Yeah,
I don't
growing up.
need that somebody trying to look like something that ain't me. I don't walk around hating on nobody. Like, shit, I ain't got no problems.
Well, no, I think that's just a part of growth because you realize forgiveness really ain't about the other person. It's about
about
you.
yourself.
It's in your heart. Like, you can't live with it. I'm telling y'all, personally, me, like, I think the older you get, you can't live with hate. Like, it hurts. It depresses you. It causes you to drink excessively. It creates other evils, and you don't need it. So I'm like, yo, you know something? Yo, this is how I feel. Everybody around me, Gooch still goes to the studio like my little brothers. My young, If it was active, he could have been tossed up. He in the studio with my little cousin.
Right.
My blood cousin, like my mama's nephew. So this man, like, it ain't like no smoke, but you can't put that on the internet because it make it seem like, fuck what these people think, man.
So where do you guys stand now?
It's cool, like.
That's good.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
He 10-17 on Brick Squad. It's 10-17 Brick Squad. We hang together. Whatever. If it ain't, them names gonna rock regardless. This our game.
So okay. So now that speaking of that, just with music evolving, you had talked about retiring from rap. Is that
I'm done.
Really?
Yeah, I'm an entertainer.
Why, man?
Cause I entertain. I don't rap. Rap don't exist
I get it.
on a major level. It's an underground thing. So if I'm gonna be a rapper in a major spectrum, or I'm confused for words right now. Excuse me, that's the Gemini in me. But I just don't want to be a part of that. Because rap today is young. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing young about me. So I can't hang with younger guys.
You're young.
And I don't want to, I'm young.
we feel
but
so
they're
old.
younger. No, I'm not saying I'm
about,
old. It's respect, because what they doing is perfect.
So is 6ix9ine rap today?
Yes, that's today's rap. And for a grown man to talk about somebody under 24 years old, you're out of pocket.
Right.
For me to see Busy Bone talk about this or that, you're out of pocket. These are kids. So to me, it'd be beautiful. So
Busy Bone was
like, we're
better.
adults. We're doing adult.
I don't think these ones are kids. They're
No, I'm
they're
not
adults.
kids. They're adults.
You just saying respect their time in music,
like,
and then
they be
and
trying to. You can't compete. They greats.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
ghosts. Like, how can you stop their growth?
Busy Bone had that Jim Boom rifle until the police showed up. Then
I didn't even see that.
The elephant rifle.
I don't.
So when you look at, because when I look at you and I know like your career in rap and or in hip hop, and when I look at Gucci, when I look at Jay or Nas and all these great people who've done good work, and then you look at the 6ix9ines and the people that I feel like are kind of trivializing hip hop through social media, do you kind of feel like it's changed forever? Like
No, because Jay-Z wasn't the only person in his era. You had many people looking like 6ix9ine. You had everybody like Waka's, like Migos. You had everybody like that. It's just that we don't know because they're younger. Like, you ask some kids now, like, yo, say an Erykah Badu song. Who's Jill Scott?
right.
Like, yo, they'll be confused. Who's
Right.
Rose Def? Who this? Like, they don't know. And we be like, yo, y'all disrespecting hip hop. No, y'all greats disrespecting yourself for not keeping your legacy going. That to me, when people say, yo, they don't know this, they don't know that means we didn't do our job properly. We supposed to
don't
leave.
agree with
To
that.
me, that's Waka Flocka.
I mean, because your legacy is
See,
going to
this how
go
we
on.
argue. This is what I
Your
love.
legacy is going to go on regardless. You get what
Nah,
I'm saying?
man.
I just
Look what
feel
they doing
like
to Michael Jackson. He dead. Now they talking about molestation series. Like, that's
okay,
foul.
I understand. I'm just saying, like, musically, your legacy is going to go on. You get what I'm saying? I personally feel like I understand what he's saying at the same time. These are young, like my daughter. She likes. She was obsessed with XXXTentacion and the other guy. What's the new guy named? That's his friend or something. The one she likes, Slum God.
Slum God.
Yeah, she's obsessed with this Slum God guy. I've never heard anything.
ain't
I don't know.
obsessed.
I mean, she likes the music. She's a
Right.
she's a fan. So I've heard the music. I've never heard the music. I don't know who this kid is. So I'm like, who's this? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is horrible. Like, turn this off.
And that's
because
another
I
reason.
was young at her age, listening to Lil Kim
Right.
talking about doing all kinds of stuff that I don't even know what. Back then, I didn't even realize that
I said I was
she was
playing.
going hard
I said,
like that.
That's how my mom found out I was gay, because when I started playing fucking
Yo.
Lil
Got it
Kim, I
going
was
on.
rapping all them words. She was like, "If you don't sit your little gay ass."
So the news right now that's trending as well is, R. Kelly has been in the tabloids
Yeah.
hard. How are you guys feeling about that situation?
I'm just disgusted by it. But I'm disgusted.
Why they don't do series on Weinstein?
I mean, no, I get that too. But I'm gonna address R. Kelly first, and then
Okay,
you can say how you feel.
okay.
How I feel about the situation. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted
Not
at
sorry.
his actions and the things that he, saying he's done. I'm proud of the woman for coming out. I'm also disgusted with
I'm disgusted with everybody telling the story, letting this shit go on for all
with
the
our
years.
older generation as well,
Yeah.
because I feel as though
Yep.
we're young. We're now taking heed to it, but back then we were younger. Like when
Right.
that sex tape came out, I was like 14 myself.
Right.
You feel me? So I couldn't even see it. I've heard about it, and I remember aunties and parents. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, oh, but that little girl's probably fast, and that's how it is in the black community.
Yeah, that's
I
But
don't
it
know
wasn't
other
popping
communities.
like that either, because social media wasn't like how it is today.
It
So no
isn't.
one was really paying
But
attention
even
like
Yo,
that.
still,
man.
they were pushing it down. I mean,
Right.
he was 27, married to a 15-year-old, and it was all over
Right.
MTV,
And everybody
nobody
knew about it.
and nobody
And
knew, and it was
no
just
one
like,
cared.
oh, that's just some industry stuff. You feel me? And I look at it as in the sense of growing up. The reason why, like, a lot of people don't know, there's things that happen in our households as kids, and you know what I'm saying, and I can attest to one as myself, that we never say anything because you're afraid that you're going to be called fast, or you're thinking that your family,
the girl-
what goes on in this house
Well, the
stays in this
girl's gonna
house.
get blamed.
The girl
Right.
always gets
Or
the
no one's
blame.
gonna believe
Until
you.
this day,
Right.
it's still that way. It's like they blame the female. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with my own mom, and I was like, when something happened to me, she was like, why didn't you go and say something? And my mom wasn't around. And I was like, because I just felt as though I was going to be the wrong one. Even though I think back then, like, when you're 8 or 9 years old, there's no way possible that you could be wrong.
Right.
But until you get a grown woman and you sit there and you think about, like, okay, hold up, that was completely
So that
fucking
addresses
wrong.
a lot of the people who speculate and say, well, why wait 20 years later? It's like sometimes you got to catch up with what actually happened.
For me personally, when I came out with something that happened to me, and I
He
was
wrong, man.
I was 30.
Cut his little penis off.
I was 30 years old, and I called my mom because epiphany came to me. I thought about my daughter, and I was like, if this would have happened, my daughter's 13.
Yeah.
Right.
And when whatever transpired with me, I was younger than that. So when I thought about it, I said, if this happened to my 13-year-old daughter, I would go crazy.
I'm skinning the man that did it, and I'm gonna sit on death row.
But see, that
Tell
goes,
them.
but that goes
Skinning
back to
you.
both of you being like lovable, involved parents. So this is my question: where were all the motherfucking parents when you sending your daughter off
Take
to
your money.
Chicago?
Take
Money.
your money.
Right.
Take your
Money.
fucking
Getting paid
money.
off.
The parents is wrong. The employees is wrong, and he's wrong.
Money.
Right.
In my opinion, and I salute. I salute Lifetime for even putting that on TV.
Yeah, that took a lot of courage.
Period. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's a lot of fucking courage. This is R. Kelly. It's cool. He's this, that, and the third. Hey, you probably been through things in your child life, but let me tell you something, my guy. Y'all got a 13-year-old daughter. And the fact, I swear, if my daughter see me naked, I'm telling you, it's gonna crush my life. Like I'm telling you, I tell Tammy all the time, like, yo, Charlie, like that shit ain't even funny.
Right.
Like, I'm telling
No,
you.
seriously.
Yo, one thing I would never play with, bro, is like a little girl. Like I have to protect the heart. So to see R. Kelly say he got two 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, or whatever they yelling out, I don't give a damn how old they are. They're kids. There's no way in hell you attracted to an undeveloped body kid. That's something you disturb. And people taking like, yo, fuck R. Kelly. No, he's disturbed. Go get that man some help.
But what do you think about people who can't separate him and the music, who are just still love him because it's the music? Like they like when he was with Aaliyah, AJ None But a Number was a song he wrote.
song
when he
is
was
Yo,
back
but you know how
Fuck.
sick
Right.
stuff sound now when you listen back to it. You like, bro,
I never thought that was
you was
cool.
just pretty much telling us you're gonna fuck these little girls. You don't care what nobody say. I mean, I can't separate the monster from the music. I can't. And the reason why I say I can't personally, because every time it's just like saying, it's just like with the killings going on, like you know,
Right.
with the police, killing black kids and stuff like that. It's like going to that convenience store in bodega that the little boy was
Right.
killed at.
In New York City.
New York City. It's like going back to that store knowing that they didn't protect that child.
Right.
I can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't protect that monster. So it's like I don't want to hear your music no more. I don't care how much I grew up off of it. I'm cool.
Do y'all feel like pride is a big issue in our community? Like when you look back at those times, I know situations that I haven't seen been in. It's like your grandparents or your aunt or your mom didn't want the church to know. They didn't want the community to know. So they're
Yep.
kind of like
It stays in
cleaning
his house.
things up, covering things up.
But it's
That's-
for your safety and the way people look at you and treat you. So you could play devil advocate in every situation, but not this one for that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you brought
Somebody
up,
just need to redo all R. Kelly records.
you brought up an interesting, you brought up an
still wrote
interesting
them. That'll take
thing
years.
about Harvey Weinstein, and you look at a lot of like the people in more mainstream culture who are going to jail or prison now. There's no big Lifetime story laying out their story because
That's
right now
true.
R. Kelly is convicted to all of us. Like
Right.
he's already
He's already done.
He just
Done.
ain't locked up yet. I mean, they're investigating, but he's
Nah, he's
Lifetime
done.
is pretty much put him in.
He's done.
But what do you think that is? Do you think people are like woke? How the media and how
I think that it's very easy. It's easier for these networks to pick up assassinating a black man's character and their career. Not saying that he's not wrong and that he's not. I'm not taking up for him, but I think it's
Black
very
community
easy.
has now dropped all rights of R. Kelly. So
No,
it has nothing to do with the community.
I'm just saying, period. I just think it's easy for that because when the Weinstein came out, then there's a lot of other stuff that you're in Hollywood about. A lot of other, you know what I'm saying, entertainers that has done this, but because they aren't, black.
somebody said if you want to get away with killing somebody,
I'm gonna speak my mind
kill a
about
black
that.
man. If you want to get away with assaulting a woman, rape a black woman.
Right?
Oh my God.
Because
And that's true.
and
I
then
believe
look
that
at,
once.
you look at the guy we talked about the other show,
Jameek,
Lowry, who did a FaceTime live, Instagram live, where he was saying the police was going to kill him. The police was there, and then he ended up dead. And nobody's outraged about it. Nobody. It's really crazy.
I was-
Only-
They're not
only
marketing.
in
Patterson, New
only in
Jersey's
Patterson, New
outraged.
Jersey, right.
You got to market.
But Tammy,
it's all marketing.
You do your music. You've been doing music. You released your single, All These Kisses.
Yeah.
2017. What is your motivation behind your music?
Right now, I'm about to release my album in February.
Oh.
And my music is just, I just miss R&B. I miss real, I grew up like, listen to R&B when we had the tapes and you would press record and you would write down the lyrics and pause it and write it down. That, so I miss that good feeling music. So that's what my inspiration came for. Yeah. Like I wasn't feeling like, and there's no shade to nobody, I just wasn't feeling like I feel like the music was changing R&B wise.
Right.
Like, rap is taking over as we can see clearly. Mm-hmm. But it's like now there isn't even no more R&B like that.
Right,
like you barely hear it on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, I'm gonna create music that feels good to me. And maybe, if I feel this way and I have a yearning for, then I know there's a lot of other people that have it. You know?
It is.
And the last time we talked about your album, you said that you and Waka were going to work on a song together. Did that happen?
Yeah, we actually have 2 songs together on the album. The album's already done.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So what's that recording process like? I mean, is there recording boot camp in there too, or are you guys?
No, we actually our studio room. We have 2 different studio rooms.
And she's a bully.
So when I do my song, I'll be like, okay, I want you on this record, and it's just like that, and he just do his little, he come in and do his little thing, and then bye.
See you.
Get out.
Because he's disturbing, like he's very irritating.
I gotta focus.
And so you talked about retiring from rap, but then now you're involved in the Silicon Valley in tech, because we had kind of talked Hollywood Unlocked being a tech company. I know people don't really get how much money there is in tech. Is the money what motivated you?
Drink all my water?
I sip that shit to death.
Is the money what motivated you to focus on something different like tech?
Music. My wife know, y'all. I only did music for the people around me, for my
thank
family
you,
members, and for me to become a businessman. I did not want to become Jay-Z, Biggie, Pac, Nas, nobody. Not because I wasn't good enough, not because nothing. I just love business. And to me, technology is where the future is. We're in the future.
But why do you think more black people aren't involved
They are.
in tech?
I don't know why people saying that. Yes, they are.
Are they really?
Fuck yeah, a lot of them. I don't know why. Just because you don't see black people on tech commercials, that's probably what it is.
Right.
But there ain't no color in tech. People racism do not exist in technology. Mm-hmm. You cannot be fucking racist and be in tech. Like that's genius. Genius don't come in color. It come in your brain.
That's true.
And it's only one color.
It's impossible. So that's the beauty to me about tech is I don't have to speak his language, her language. But in tech, we all understand each other. And that's the way you communicate with people. And that's the way you find out how people live and you find out people's struggles. And that's what I love about tech. And on top of that, you don't know how much money you'll make. It's just crazy.
And so for people who want to get into it, like what's the pathway? I mean,
you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Tech is just like cannabis. Something you gotta love. If money is your God in that field, you're gonna see the shiesty shit in the business moves that people make. It's a loving field. So just do it because you want to do it. Like, just like, yo, I genuinely want to try something new. Mm-hmm. Be genuine about it. Your approach need to be genuine. Because them gangster nerds that's smart, they know. Mm-hmm. They could tell. And they'll push you right into a room, in a tech room, like, and strip your ass naked from everything you created. Mm-hmm. That's what I love about them.
Well, hopefully not strip your ass naked with the Me Too movement. Keep that out the Silicon Valley. People focus on the money.
What's that?
Yo.
Me Too movement. I'll tell you about it.
All right, so.
Yeah, I don't be on that. The problem we doing, though.
So Marriage Boot Camp. You guys found yourself on Marriage Boot Camp. We haven't seen it yet because it hasn't aired, right?
Right.
All right, so what is some of
I'll
the
send you the link with all the episodes.
Please. What are some of the things that people are going to expect to see with you two in there?
That they're not going to expect to see.
That they are going to like. What can they expect? To
see? Well, I mean, you can expect to see us in our natural raw form. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in this house for 17 days with no phone and no TV, and you're in there with other couples. They have no. Yeah, we had no phone, no TV, and you're in with these other couples. Yeah. So it's only so much a person can fake about who they really are. When you see like these, you see us on Love and Hip Hop, or you see us on any other, it's like glimpses. It's like seconds. It's not really your full life or how you really is. Like we're in that house like real live. Like we were at one point we got so bored we in there playing spades. We done made Kool-Aid. Like we really in there playing real life
like
spades.
12, 14 pounds.
We whooped. Who ass we whooped? It was playing. Yeah, we beat everybody ass in the house. We don't play when it comes to spades.
So was there any couples in the house that you absolutely hated?
No, everybody was hella cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, and to our surprise, like I don't think people were
It wasn't no hate.
They were hot 24/7, so I don't think
it-
nobody even had a chance to beef. Like, I think it got to the point where the producers were even like,
Y'all
okay,
don't
y'all got to put the weed down. Like, we can't even get no
Right.
We keep folks mellow. Like,
No,
Like
because
Dr.
when,
Beavis.
when Heidi and Spence were in there, like everybody hated them. Like they were just,
Really?
Oh yeah, they were like fucking terrorists.
Well, what couple did you guys connect with the most in the house?
Everyone.
everybody.
That's the
Really?
crazy
Wow.
thing. Like, we had
I
our
ain't gonna
own
lie. That shit was
vibe.
like a couples retreat.
But that's because you
Yeah.
guys are both likable people. It's not like you walk in and people go fuck.
Yeah, no, I mean, even when we got tired, even if you was frustrated from being there, you got tired, like, I'm tired of seeing y'all in this damn house. But it was not towards, it like,
Hey, Fizz make some good ass Kool-Aid.
yeah, his Kool-Aid was fire.
I ain't even gonna
His
lie.
Kool-Aid was fire. And the shrimp he made was fire.
That's my boy. I fuck with
Well,
him.
who?
Fizz, not
Well,
Dre.
Dre.
Oh, Dre.
Drew.
You know what I'm saying? Drew, excuse me.
Dre is
Dre,
Soldier.
Soulja, yeah.
Soulja Boy is Dre. And Soldier made some good breakfast. Who would have known? You know what I'm saying? He made some breakfast that was pretty good. So we actually enjoyed,
My boy
I
Sean
enjoyed
love
everyone in the
bacon.
house.
He eat bacon with everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And Lil Mo.
She's
Lil
the
Mo
funniest.
and Carl.
oh, she's
That's my
hilarious.
favorite.
Man, Mo is funny as hell.
Y'all got it.
She's like a comedian on God.
But
She's
she
hilarious.
But she's real.
she recently came out and spoke about Queen Naya on the she was on the
Yeah.
Cypher Soul Train Awards Cypher, and I mean putting somebody like that next to Kelly Price. Oh
But
no.
they be trying to reflect the new generation. So I could kind of see
But
the.
They wrong for that, man.
But
They need to
Ella
stop
May,
doing
I
that.
mean Ella May. I mean,
I think honestly, like, I really do
are you
feel
gonna
like
say there's room for everybody?
no, not even just room for everybody. Like, I feel like everyone, and even I talked to Mo about it, and she's like, I don't have. She's like, my kids love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like my daughter. The kids, she has a crazy fan base.
Right.
And I think she has a beautiful voice. I think she's dope. She's a very sweet girl. And even when I talk to Mo, like, my kids love her. She's like, I didn't mean no disrespect. I was just speaking my opinion from an artist standpoint. And I understand it, but you got to also understand that it kind of does hurts because it's like, just like I'm an artist, I take my shit serious. You know what I'm saying? I get offended. So yeah, I understand when you say, okay, well, you put someone next to Kelly Price. She's not a Kelly Price. You see what I'm saying? Her voice ain't Kelly Price, but there are certain things that her voice that she can deliver that Kelly can't.
Right.
And Kelly can't get that
sounds.
younger generation.
That's
you
true.
see what I'm saying? So it's like you said,
Two
there's
different
room for
lanes.
everybody.
Well,
Yeah, but
they're
them
in their
kids-
own lane.
The Soul Train Awards, man, they struggle to get people young to watch that because, of course, you got people
Right.
like Kelly Price who I love, but they don't know Kelly Price. They know
Right.
Ella May, they know Queen Naya.
Right.
But,
That makes
but
them
Floyd
tune in.
talked about that too, and I think it's the same with urban media. I think that Soul Train was the place that black artists had to go. And then I feel
was grown, bro.
and I feel like with black artists, black people in general, once we make it, we feel like we need the white mainstream media approval. So now we want to be on Us Weekly. Now we want to be at E!
Yeah. And you
Man,
forget
I'm
about
telling
what's
y'all right
going
now,
on. Yeah.
that shit is a gaffle. I'm telling you, it's a gaffle. You don't need no this media and that media and this
You
color
just
and
need
that.
talent.
Man,
Right.
no. You need to be a real fucking person and stop believing everybody except for yourself.
That's true.
You're believing people. Hey, you need this market. No, hey, you need to shut the fuck up and get out my face. You see what I'm
Definitely
saying?
have to have
If
that
people
attitude.
stay into what they like, I promise you it'll be beautiful. We talking about people that's young. We're not talking about adults. Social media is full of younger kids. If you look on your explore page, it's kids. It's like this nigga girlfriend got tattoos in her face. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, these are
Right.
kids.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, to me, that's what it is. Like,
So what do you think is the biggest misperception of your relationship together?
that Tammy is a good girl.
Whoa, you went straight for the juggler.
Yeah, fuck
Hold on, Slim, y'all want to hear some real tea then?
I interviewed Tammy. I definitely thought she was the good girl.
You think I'm not?
Tammy.
He says I'm mean, and I'm like,
Nah, she nice.
I'm a Leo, so I could be a little bossy.
I'm a Leo
You
too.
know what I'm saying? I could be a little bossy,
Well, first
but
of all, he's a Gemini. Geminis are fucking psychotic.
they're psychotic. So it's like
You
10
never
of them.
know what you gonna get. They wake
have to
up, they
deal
be
with
like,
all of him.
"What?" You be like,
Right.
"What the fuck? Good morning."
Right. What's wrong with you? Who am I
That's
dealing
true.
with today? Is it Waka
That's
Joaquin?
I didn't know he was.
I don't know.
It was
You know?
funny. It was funny earlier in the interview when we were talking. He said, "Yeah." So somebody said he was a Gemini. I just was like, "Yeah, that nigga fucked up."
No, for real. And it's really like that. And I've learned to deal with all of him. But the biggest misconception that I think of our relationship is that he's this like serial cheater, and I just sit there and I take it all, and I just don't do
shit.
like
Right.
that's the biggest. That's the only thing that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I opened up about I'm saying him and the problems that we've had.
Right.
And every girl who makes she could be like, I fucked Waka's toe last night. And it's like, oh, Tammy, there he go, Tammy girl. Right. Like, I will show you a
Shit,
DM.
I was just eating dinner.
No, he was. I will show you a DM
my
from
sister.
last week. He was in New York, and he only has one sister. And his older sister's birthday, and he took her to her favorite steakhouse. And I swear to you, I have a DM like, I don't know if you know, but I have pictures. He was with a girl at the steakhouse.
Crazy.
And I was like, that's his sister, baby. Thank you for the information.
I was talking to Tiana Taylor yesterday, and she was saying that because her man plays basketball in Sacramento, and a female friend of theirs went up and directed a new video for his music, and then somebody tried to say, oh, well, he's spotted with this girl courtside. It's just like,
You can't be around nobody.
you can't take a picture with anybody, and he can't take a picture with anybody without there being stories.
Yeah, and it's bad. So I think, and people like, oh,
I like them stories.
Any
Keep them motherfuckers coming.
Exactly.
I'm telling y'all keep it pressing.
I
and
don't
going.
like them because I feel like it just makes it's trying to keep me living in this same cycle, and I'm tired. Like, let's get over.
Man,
like,
we got no house.
No,
we got
it
new
don't
shit
matter,
going on.
But it ain't about
That's
none
the
of that.
internet. That's not fucking reality.
It's not real life.
We know that, but
Fuck
what I'm
them.
saying is for the perception.
Y'all gonna make me watch boot camp for Mayor's boot camp for real.
Yeah, because he's
This is
irritating as
hilarious.
fuck. But yeah, like
I'm trying to get us. Just fuck them.
I don't, because I can say what the fuck I want to say. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You ain't gonna stop me from saying what I feel like I'm gonna say.
Who?
You.
I will pick your little itty bitty ass up.
Well, look, on that note, we ran out of time. But look, I'm a fan of yours. I'm a fan of both of yours and the relationship. So I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed.
Hey, I want to say one thing.
Yes.
I want people to know, like, marriage boot camp is serious. Like, I thank God that I went at the time that
Maybe
I was
she
supposed to
learned
go
something.
for my marriage.
real.
I'm thankful for that. I promise I am. I promise. Like, we were supposed to be on vacation at the time.
I hope I don't look
Like,
crazy
thank you.
when it
I
comes
did
to
that.
that.
Thank you.
I hope I don't look as controlling as he say I am. So if I do, you guys, I'm so sorry, and that I'm gonna change my ways.
No, you ain't.
Right.
She be dragging a nigga, boy. I'm talking about dragging. Yo.
Well, y'all have great energy.
Oh,
so,
thank
yeah.
you.
You can
like
tell the
Beautiful.
chemistry.
Right.
I like it though.
And hopefully at some point we get to see you back on Love and Hip Hop or another show.
If
Bring
you
it
don't stop with
up.
this Love
Bring it
Hip-Hop.
up. She said no.
I enjoy
Mona
watching.
Bang that nigga.
I enjoy watching you. So if not there, somewhere else. I mean,
You don't know what new
We're gonna be
stuff
on
they
Meet
got
the
going
Flockers,
on.
man.
Yeah,
Meet
well,
the Flockers.
Hey.
well, it might
I
not
like
be called
that.
that.
It might not be called Meet the Flockers. You know, people don't remix the
kinda
names.
dope.
I like that though.
Yeah, we got it from Meet the Fuckers, but
Well, listen. Either way, when y'all get
Fockers.
that next time you come back in LA, feel free to stop by. So
all right,
we
thank you
appreciate
guys.
All right, everybody, we out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yep.